I'm going to keep this brief. I do need to shave. I'm sorry. This is the longest. I always say it's the longest, but I think this is the longest I've gone without shaving in a very long time. I don't like having facial hair. I don't like having hair on my bald head. So it's just, my schedule's out of whack. I'm still looking for a day job, and my days aren't as tied up with work as they have been in the past. I do radio in the morning where it doesn't matter what I look like. Um, so I haven't cleaned myself up. I think that's probably part of the problem. That's half the problem right there. I'm going to tell you right now why I use the saying and the hashtag politics is poison. People say, how can you say that when you're a political radio talk show host in major markets from San Francisco to New York and all places in between? And you are a staunch conservative, you are a staunch Republican at one point. How can you say politics is poison? I'll tell you why I don't see this changing anytime soon either. And I do have laundry going on in the background. I promised myself I'm not going to wait for that perfect moment anymore to bring you content. Because if I wait till the laundry is not going and the dogs aren't barking and the kids aren't talking and the horns aren't honking and the UPS truck's not coming up and the dogs aren't barking at the UPS truck, I'll never get anything done. So this is real life. I'm doing 18 loads of laundry in the background. Have a big family, lots of laundry. I love doing it, so I volunteered to do it, and that's the noise in the background, maybe. So anyway, um, it's not going to change anytime soon because everyone. Hello there, says anonymous Facebook user. Haps still has not fixed that. Haps still cannot tell me the name of somebody on there if it's a Facebook person. I don't know why it says anonymous, but put your name and where you're viewing this from. I'd love to see that on there. Thanks for joining us. Real quick video here. It's not going to change anytime soon because we are so blind to politics. We have become blinded by politics. We used to have bumper stickers when I was a kid growing up in the 70s, and I used to ask my parents, what does this mean? It said question authority. I remember a lot of bumper stickers, especially growing up in San Francisco, California, bumper stickers that said question authority. And everybody thought those were the hippies. Those were the malcontents. Those were the counterculture. And maybe they were, but they were onto something. We need to question authority. We don't question authority anymore. And that's why we're in the problem that we're in. Because you have, for example, in the 2020 election, you have the Trump people and the Biden people. And my God, I've never seen such craziness in my life. Hey, son, what's going on? And Lorena, hello. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. Um, the Trump people think their guy's a god. We know that Trump can do no wrong. He pisses gold, liquid gold. He craps solid gold. Trump's never done anything in his life. He's never been devious. He's never been underhanded. He's never been sexist. He's never been misogynistic. He's never been a liar. He's never, you know, he's just perfect. We know that Trump walks on water, has a halo over his head, but the mainstream media blurs it out. They airbrush it out on Photoshop so that you don't see he has a halo because we know that Donald Trump is the second coming of Jesus H. Christ. That's how the Trump fanatics present him. And on the other side, Biden, who is clearly delirious, and I don't make fun of him. I think he has Alzheimer's. I think he's got some sort of dementia. It's evident in every speech he gives, pretty much, that he's got some mental deficiency going on. And I'm not making fun of it. I have relatives and friends who have this as well, and I would never make fun of it. But for people to applaud Biden when he's basically rudderless and is running around out there with no clue what's going on. And it's very, very scary that as much as all the excitement was for him to be elected, his approval ratings are like the lowest they could be, pretty much. Um, and I don't think it was so much that people loved Biden and wanted Biden. It's that Trump was such a despicable character. He really was. And I'm just saying it like it is. I didn't vote for either one of these clowns. I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for Hillary. I didn't vote for Biden. I didn't vote for Trump. I think they're all just completely toxic, in my opinion. But the reason why politics is poison is that we can't say that. We have to pledge allegiance to our side, and we have to say that all conservatives are right and all liberals are wrong, or the other way around. And liberals will never admit when they're wrong about their candidates, and conservatives will never admit when they're wrong about their candidates. They will stay on the ship until it sinks to the bottom of the ocean. They will stick with it. And that is why politics will never change. That's why politics is poison. Politics has become the new radicalized religion, in my opinion. People are so venomous about politics. You can't bring up anything. You'll stab your brother or your sister to death at the Thanksgiving giving her Christmas table if they bring up politics, because everybody is so on edge. Nobody can hear an opinion that's contrary to their own. Everybody has to agree with everybody else or nobody's happy. Conservatives want everybody to be far right wing, and liberals want everybody to be goofy left wing gonzo wacko. Everybody wants everybody else to be what they are. And that's what cancel culture is all about. The minute we disagree with something on a television show, the minute a comedian says an off-color joke, it's comedy. It's comedy, for God's sakes. And what is the worst thing that happened by the comedian's dirty joke? They offended one person in the audience or maybe a million people in the world. Are they not entitled to do that? I don't agree with those kinds of jokes. I think you can be a good comedian and not resort to racism, bigotry, sexism, but a lot of comedy based on that. So what are you going to do? Are you going to boycott that? Look at the old Honeymooners episodes. Are we even allowed to watch that? When Ralph Cramden, played by Jackie Gleason, would say, "Bang, zoom, Alice to the moon," he kept threatening that he was going to knock her cold, that he was going to beat her. Of course, he never did that. He loved his wife to death. But can you imagine that being written into an American sitcom today? Bang, zoom, Alice to the moon. And people knew what that meant, and it was funny back then. But paradigms have changed. So do we cancel the Honeymooners? Do we not show it anymore because Ralph Cramden was always threatening in a comical way to basically commit domestic violence against Alice? What do we do there? Or do we just say it's a sitcom? It was silly. It was zany. It was from an age that no longer exists, and we're going to take it for what it is. Or we can get all bent out of shape and say, oh, we got to get rid of all the Honeymooners episodes. We got to burn all the negatives. We got to burn all the film archives and make sure nobody ever stumbles upon the Honeymooners ever again because it might hurt somebody's feelings. Come on. Politics is poison. You need to be able to call your side out, and no one's doing that. Republicans are all right in their opinion. Democrats are all right in their opinion. You vote for a liberal, you stick with them no matter what. You vote for a conservative like Trump, who's one of the most fallible, toxic candidates in the history of America. I'm going to say it like it is. Donald Trump equals toxicity. And yet there are people that are so blind to the Kool-Aid of Donald Trump. 60% of the Republicans want him to run in 2024, which would be disastrous, not only for the party, but for America. Okay, we don't need Donald Trump again. Is that the best the Republican Party can do? The Republican Party has no creativity left. They have no new blood or energy left. I remember the days of the Jack Kemps. I remember the days. I mean, is the Republican Party ever going to nominate a presidential candidate that's under the age of 70, for God's sakes? I mean, what are they doing? They're committing political suicide, and let them do it. Let them do it. It'll be the end of the if Trump runs again, it will be the end of the Republican Party as we know it for the next 100 years. It probably already is after the last election. And Trump has himself to blame for that. And Biden has himself to blame for the damage he's doing to the Democratic Party right now. So I'm not blanking out on the word. I am not singling anybody out. I'm not singling out the Republican Party, the Democratic Party, or conservatives or liberals. Everybody's making the same mistake. And it's why politics is toxic. It's why I say politics is poison. And it's never going to change because, if anything, people are getting more defensive. And that's why you just got to wake up one day, man, and just do a reset on your brain. It's the best thing you could do. Do a reboot of your brain. Get all this shit out of your head about you're a Republican, you're an American. It's America, damn it. America. America. I'm American. I'm a gun owner. I'm a conservative. I'm a Christian. Or I'm a liberal. I'm a gun grabber. I believe in this, that, and the other. How about you just wake up and be a better human being tomorrow? Wake up tomorrow not as a Republican or a Democrat. I challenge you. Wake up tomorrow not as a Christian or a Hindu. Wake up tomorrow just as you. But you've probably forgotten who you are because you're too much drowning. You're spending all your time drowning in religion and politics and culture, and it has made you forget who you are. You're a Republican first, damn it. You're an American first, damn it. You're a Christian first, damn it. You're a Muslim first, damn it. All this stuff, this fanaticism comes because we're putting everything ahead of being a human being. That's my 2 cents worth. Thanks a lot, my friends. Please follow me on every platform that you're seeing me on. Come to my Hughes from the Heart podcast, where we don't talk about politics for this very reason. It's toxic. It's poisonous. So come to Hughes from the Heart. Go to hughesfromtheheart.com and check it out for free, and then hit that support button and join the podcast today. I need you over there, my friends. The lights aren't on right now. I could barely keep the lights on for the podcast. They're in the background there because I can't do laundry in the dark, but I can podcast in the dark. We got to keep the lights on for this podcast. The only way that's going to become viable is if you guys subscribe to it for as little as $1 a month. Go to hughesfromtheheart.com, click support today. I love all of you, and I thank you very much for watching. Share this video with everybody you know.